All right, you're welcome. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Like I said, please don't release my strategy out. It's good. All right. So checklist. We're checking list for the strategy. On to checklist. The checklist is for you to buy or sell, crash and boom. Is for anyone. Many people have this idea that they don't want to buy a crash, that they just want to sell crash, no problem. That they just want to buy boom. Why? Because they fear that when they are buying it will just spike. Yes, that's because many don't know how to enter. But this will help you and you can swing even for hours and you make your money. Alright. So now to sell crash. Whatever I say to sell crash is the opposite is done in boom. So I will read this out for you to sell crash, and in the practical we'll see how boom is being done. So that's why you need to have gone through my earlier class to familiarize yourself with crash and boom, how they operate. All right, to see that it is just the opposite of each other. All right, so to sell crash, let's get down to business. I believe you are here now. Number one, you draw out, you open your chart, you draw out your support. That's your first duty for the day. So you draw your support. Why? Because each rejection at that support will be the entry for you. You are going to enter at each rejection because at that support there will always be a rejection. So you just enter there, then you watch to see how it's going to be. So once there is a rejection, that means there is a buy, then it's buying up at that support. Then you can just give it some buy, then see that this thing, then you enter. Then you want to write down, you will see. We see different things about that. So this note, switch to H1. That means all of this, your analysis will be done in H1. This does not work with M15 or M5 or even the weekly or monthly. Just switch to H1. Just do that, H1. Right. Number two, check if your EMA 5 has crossed over the EMA 10 and 50 downward. Your EMA 5, if it has crossed over EMA 10 and 50 downward, like they are coming downward. Now, as they are coming downward. All right. That means that line will come over it. Then number three, check your stochastic lines, both the blue and the red lines. I believe you set it at default. Your stochastic is 1433. The stochastic 1433. Now pay attention. In the video where I will share a secret to avoid a drawdown, how to use the blue and the red lines for your entry. Just pay attention. I trust that I will be able to explain this and give you the full details. All right. 4. Check if your stochastic lines are at the overbought, that is above level 80. 80 is the overbought, then 20 is the oversold. 20 or 0. We'll see that. All right. 5. Place your trade for sale if all these are met and write downwards. You can use buy or set stop. That's number 6. And leave set stop. That means your buy stop or sell stop or buy limit or sell limit to place order in case you have spotted a support is along the way. So let's go to our charts. You do the opposite for boom. Then let's go there. So let's see boom. All right. So here is your chart. Why are we using this? This strategy is actually used because it's not used for volatility. Pay attention. It's not used for volatility. Let me delete all of these, my drawings. Don't need them here. Okay. So pay attention. So check. This simple. This 5 blue, 10 red, 50 green, and 200 is what would I call this? Pale or something. So 1433 stochastic, your blue, I call that blue, and red. All right, let's get down there. So this is your stochastic. It's a stochastic oscillator. It's a stochastic oscillator. And this is your chart. This here now, This blue is the 5. This red, where's the red line? This red, I want to use something. This red line is your red. That's the 10. Then this green here, that's 50. This one is 200. This is just for knowing the trend, for knowing it, because it's also a trigger point. All right, we'll see much of that. All right, now let's move. Let's see. I trust God to help me. Okay, so now I said the boom is the opposite. If you are selling crash, if you are going to sell crash, you are going to, I said you will look to sell means you want to do this. Selling of crash means you want to come down like this. But note, it may not come down like this. It may come down like this. It may come down like this. I believe you understand what I'm saying now. It may come down like that. All right. So that's selling of crash. To buy crash, this is what it means. You want to come like this. So just note, buy is like this for either crash or boom. Sell is like this. But drop in crash is that spike that you oftentimes see like this, that come like this, that people are afraid of. Then your boom, the spike come like this, spike come like this, spike come like this. Do you get that? So that is all this green one, because this is boom. All right, so let's do the opposite. Now in crash, I said for you to sell it, that means your blue line is crossing over the red one. That means for you to sell these two, there must be a crossing. Let's see, there must be a crossing. Pay attention here now. So you want to sell this. Here you will see that there is a crossing of the blue against the red and against the green. There is a crossing. Now look at this. Here to check your stochastic, there is a crossing of the blue against the red, and they are here. They are above 80. This is your overbought. So that's your overbought. Now when you see that happening, just enter. So say you enter here, or most time, yes, enter there. Then you enter there. Then when will you come out? You will come out when you see this your stochastic at 20 or at 5. I believe you should get that at 20 or at 5. So please save at 20. Why? Because in some time, why am I saying that? Let's say you are in a downtrend. If you are in a downtrend in boom, you can even come out at 0. That means your stochastic should be at 0. But if you are in uptrend, that means you are just enjoying a retracement. I believe you have gone to the class and I've shown you what retracement is. All right, so just come out at 20. All right. So now imagine this. Let's say you enter here. When you see the cross, let me see when this is finishing here. Let's see this. So you come out exactly here. Enter here. So that is some amount of money. Let's say you enter at 7341 and you are coming out at 7261. That's money. So you just use 0.5 and make your money. Open 2 positions, 1 lot size. Or use 0.2, open 8 positions, 1.6 L. 0.2, open 4 positions, 4. That's 8. But if you are having money or you are brave, 0.5. Open 4 positions, 2 lot size. You made money. All right, let's see another one. Now, let's say you want to buy it. You want to buy it. If you notice, this is a trend, a downtrend. But let's say you want to buy it. Let's say you want to buy it. Do you see what I said now? This is a downtrend. See where this stochastic reach? It reached all is 0. That's it. So you want to buy. So when you see this stochastic here, and you see a cross here, just buy. Just buy. Now, if it's a downtrend, I advise you that you see this your growing line, you use it as a trigger point. That means once you are approaching it, come out. Since you are using a good lot size, you would have made money. Just come out. At least you buy from here. You bought to this place. Abba. This is money, man. This is money. There's some money. So you come out. It's a downtrend. And if it's the other way trend as well too, I use this majorly. I use this 200 as my trigger point. Look at what this did now. This is coming here. But this is just a breakout here. It had to obey it back. Then come, it respects this one again. You see it? Then it's going. So that means this you're green, and this one I call maybe deep green or army green, whichever one. They are trigger points. That means when you are in up against the trend, watch it, close your trade immediately in that. Let's say crash 1000. I believe you are understanding me. Now, there's a secret I said I want to show you in this stochastic. Look at the stochastic now. This blue or green, whichever one call it, is already at 20. Once it's at 20 and it stops, just note that there is going to be, if you are coming down and it has 20, it is at 20, is either it has gotten to this green line, that's why this one is at 20, or there is a resistance, a support. Since that has crashed, falling off crash, you want to sell it. Since there is that means there is a support there, that's why you will see at that moment this red one is not going to come at the same rate. That means this one is, the blue one is waiting for the red to come, and in that moment, that means there is still going to be some dragging. So, for example, now my bias here will be that this blue one will pierce here and come down here. That means this thing will just come like this and come here and tip here to me, to tip here. So that means that's crash 1000. Pay attention right now. So I believe that's so simple. Why is it very simple? Because it's simple now. Let's find out now. If you notice, why are we using this strategy here? This strategy is for assets that have this kind of move. If it's buying, if it's selling, it's selling. If it's buying, it's buying. If it's selling, it's selling. Those assets. That's why you cannot use this majorly for volatility. So it's not about how long actually. So you just follow this and make your money out. Look for the clear one. This one is the clear here. Is a crossing, and enjoy it to this place. You get, I said if you're against the trend, come out at 200 or 50. So you would have come out there. You see there's a rejection here. But though even if you don't come out, it will still come down. It will still sell. Why? It must come here. Do you get it? That's the enjoyment. It must come down here, and it come down here. So imagine you come like this. You know that's money. Alright. So no matter what it will come. It's just misbehaving. Look at this. It's here. This is it. You get it? Now, let's say it's come like this. If you are someone that enter trade fast, you would have entered. Since you have seen it here, and you have seen this one turning like this, which one? this blue line, it has already turned up. You're going to enter now, write it. And I told you, once it's approaching this, come out. But let's say it did not come out. Then it drag you like it wants to come. But don't forget, this is already here. So no matter what, it will go up. And it's come again. It's come again. And it's come again. Then it's come again. So imagine you enter here. You are riding it here. You are coming in, riding it here. Look at this. Are you telling me something? No. Tell me. Which strategy beat this? Which strategy beat this? This is 1316. 1316 to 12865. Which strategy beat this? Note H1. We are using H1. So practice this on demo. Like I said, if you are an advanced trader, practice for 5 to 7 days. For if you are novice, you are just getting used to this, practice it for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then let me know what is the question. I'll practice it on demo. Use the same lot size you want to use on your real account, and let's see how you move it. Note when you're in negative, how much is actually in the negativity. Why? I always advise people to note that. So if I'm the one, I don't enter in a trade like this. I don't enter a trade here. Why? What if this thing turn like this? Like to reject and turn like this and come like this. There's psychology, which I will still teach some of us. The psychology is that when you see this, what's this? When you see this turning like this, hope it's still recording. Okay, when you see this turning like this, that means this thing is now bind to this place. You'll be scared. Whereas the thing will still come down. It will come down no matter what. It will come. Look at this. It's buy. It do like it wants to come. It still coming here. It come. Look at this. Are you telling me something? Imagine you use 0.5 and you open 4 positions, 2 lot size. Imagine you write 2 lot size there. There's nothing that will cost you not to make $100 to $150. What am I saying? It's more than 75 now. You have made money. No, you have made money. And when you see this here like this, here, once it's even approaching 80, or let's say in between, let's say there's a level called 90 here, just come out. Let it do whatever I want to do. Then, like I said earlier, draw your support and resistance. You see that this thing is always obeyed. Do you see that there's a rejection here? Well, this line. That's what is obeying. That's what is obeying here. Is this? There will be an obedience here again. There will be an obedience here, and there will be an obedience here. It will always be like that. There was an obedience here. So it will be like that. So I don't enter my trade once I see this. I will allow it to do whatever I want to do. I don't chase trade. I come back and make this. That's how I make money. That's how other people make money. All right. So thank you very much. Let me know your question. All right.